Can't hear the forgotten.
My name is Sharon Ivy. I really appreciate each time you take your time and watch the Lights Talk Show. Today we have another interesting topic, and that is singles' expectations in marriage. Everyone has their expectations, so today we're going to share about the singles' expectations in marriage, and you see how these expectations impact our marriages. As you know, I don't do this alone. I'm always with my girl.
Sharon Talia.
Yes. So, girl, I'm sure you have your expectations in marriage.
Definitely.
So today I want to hear them. We've never actually shared about this, behind camera. So, and I have my expectations, and we're going to talk about the impact of those expectations in marriage.
True, and we start with what are these expectations? Yeah, because I am single, I pay my bills, so I expect when I get married, bills are off.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm single. I believe when I get married, no more boredom.
Okay.
I'm single, and my expectation is I'm going to be a mother. Very definitely.
Okay.
And then I'm single, and my expectation is bread and butter. Flowers. All those things. Company every time. Trips. Yeah.
They propose
two
to
heads
you,
better than
on the
one.
shores of the lake. Those things. Are those
That
the
excitement.
things you're really expecting in marriage?
Honestly, the things I expect in marriage is one. First of all, I expect great company, companion. This is a lifetime partner. I expect a best friend. Because I can't call you a best friend right now when you can't be with me every time. So I expect a best friend.
Okay, so far,
Partner.
let's say your man works from abroad.
Of course, he'll still be my partner. I would still call him and know I will share the bed with this person whenever he comes back. I have that place in my life that there is someone there for me. So my expectation is I'll have that confidence that there is someone in my life. Another thing which is obvious for every lady, like bills will reduce on your side, as in the burden. At least you'll share the burden.
You'll share at home.
No, you share the burden.
No,
Trust me, he cannot just stay there with
you see,
anything.
that's what I wanted. I wanted to first hear your expectations.
Yeah.
Then I tell you that
Sharing the
those
burden.
expectations are the ones that are going to disappoint you, or are the ones that have disappointed many girls and boys in marriage. You understand? You expect your bills to be cleared. You understand? So when you go there and it's something different, do you know you're going to shun that marriage?
That is very true. That's why they tell us that it's very bad to live a life of too much expectations of others than of yourself. So just the impact of it is that you get disappointed. So I believe that the expectation should be within that. I expect myself to do that, not expect so and so to do the other thing for me. You understand? Though I've learned some things I expect in marriage, of course, values and all those things, though they are there, but it's not the reason I'm marrying this person.
So, okay, it's good to expect, because everyone expects a lot in marriage. But when you're expecting, also give room for God to do His will. That is my point.
It's not just also give. It's a mandate. It's priority.
No, you realize we forget about God, and you write the list of things you expect in marriage, and when you go there, I'm not saying I'm ready in marriage, but I've had stories of my friends who have gotten married, or friends from friends, and the girls or the boys the lady or the gentleman is doing something different from what both parties expected. You understand?
Definitely. Well, it's understandable, because your marriage is not my marriage, and everyone sees marriage in a different way depending on their expectations and values.
Okay.
So
Expectations and values. What is the difference between values and expectations?
well, values, first of all, a value. If you just look at the English word value, the content of something, the reason for something, value. You get, I always say I'd rather have quality than quantity. So the value of something, the quality of something, you get. Then expectations is the want. So you realize that a value is a need, and an expectation is a want. Do you get me? Because a value is I need a man, whom I can build a life with. You've seen value in this man. Not only looking at bills, not only looking at the parties, but you've seen value in this person. But expectation is his want. I want him to do this, I want him to do this, and I want him to do the other thing like that. Do you get me? So Ivy, an expectation, it is normal to have expectations, but expectations should not dominate your values.
In other words, the values, like you should mind about your values more than expectations.
Definitely.
Okay. What if still you don't get the values like you want?
Value. Let me tell you
Or you
something.
don't get valued the way you want to be valued.
Value is an investment. Did you know that?
Okay.
As I can look at you, I can see your value.
Okay.
As you look at me, you see my value.
Value.
In fact, if you see me doing something weird, like, how worth does not speak this. You get, value is equivalent to worth. You get, so value takes time. It's not something you just wake up one morning and, oops, I'm valued. That I'm valued. No, it is a process. So the kind of wife I want to be has already begun. Even if a man is to look at me and be like, she can't be a wife. Do you get me? Someone will look at me and be like, look at him and say he can be a husband because of the values you've imparted in yourself. And let me tell you something, Ivy, you only attract your own kind.
Okay.
That's the truth. You can only stay together. Tell me what has sustained us, because there's something we share in common. You get, those are the values.
But also, like, marriage, I believe, can bring two different people together.
True. And there can be very two
The
different people.
uneducated one, then the professionals, okay, the professors,
So the
together.
kind
And
that, to say that you attract your own kind, I don't mean that we should be the same height, we should be the same color, doing the same thing, but the state of mind. You get, you might be very much educated, but there's that thing we share in common. Maybe the beautiful heart, the broadened heart, the caring person. Because honestly, if I am kind and you're rude, we can't be the same person. So that's what happens. We should be people who attract value when we have our own value. That's the best thing you can do. Well, Ivy, yeah, you got to know of my expectations.
Yeah.
I'd love to know your expectations too. Because the people who say, I'm born again, I can't marry an unborn again.
Okay.
I'm a Malukbara, I can't marry a Choli, or I can't marry an Indian, you get. So allow me to know your expectations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, to me, I had to lower my expectations down. You understand? I had to lower them down. Like, the more I grow up, the more my expectations become a bit few. But before, I used to have, of course, these huge
expectations,
Like, go on
okay.
vacations with a guy. Like, I expect, like, to, he's a rich guy, of course. Then right about now, I'm thinking, okay, I have to work for myself. I have to be an independent. In that, a rich guy he's just a supplement. You understand? Like, I don't expect a lot of good things, and of course, I don't expect a lot of bad things in marriage. You understand? So I was able to work on myself, like, to lower my expectations.
So definitely, you'll have to tell me, how has religion made people's expectations, wants, and needs differ, and leading to breakage? As in singles, most people are now single because he's not my tribe, he's not my religion. What happens?
Okay, that's where family comes in. For example, let's say you come from a very staunch Catholic family, and they don't want you to marry a Muslim girl. Like, they want you to get a girl who's a Catholic, and like you also expect your girl to be like a fellow Catholic. But before you know it, things, life happens, and you find yourself falling in love with a Muslim girl. So before you know it, like, family starts hating on.
How do you tell someone outside there to lower their expectations? Because I am this, I want this, I am that, I want that, I need this, I need that.
First of all, if you don't lower your expectations, you'll be disappointed. I feel blessed. I've been able to, share with married people, with married friends, and they have lectured me somehow. And one of my close friends obviously got married, and before you know it, she was telling me, you have to cook. It's not what I expected. So, and you're thinking, like, had she lowered that expectation, like, I won't be cooking. Let's say we'll be eating from hotels.
But
blah,
don't
blah,
you
blah, blah.
think, excuse me, but don't you think with lowering some expectations, don't you think that it affects your values as a person?
No,
Because
it
I don't
doesn't.
expect I don't expect a woman who does not know how to cook to expect marriage. Because honestly, will you eat in the hotel every day?
You've not met women who have gotten married when they don't know how to cook. There are very many, trust me. And okay, we come from different families, different families.
Excuse me. So it's okay for a woman not to know how to cook, and you expect them to get married? Honestly.
Yes.
And there's a man ready for such a woman.
It is very okay.
Who does not know how to cook?
That's whom. Okay, the man might. Okay. The man.
I'll have to talk to the gentlemen behind the
man might
camera to
expect
let me know this.
me, like me, to be knowing how to cook. When we reach marriage, boom, I don't know how to cook. But yet,
men,
if that
be
man
careful.
has like this thing of if let's say if she doesn't know how to cook, I'll teach her. We'll see cooking tutorials on YouTube together so that she can improve. That is lowering your
So you don't
expectations
encourage
before
a lady.
marriage.
Honestly, let me tell you something. Can you eat a half-baked cake?
No.
You can't. And honestly, I'm not meaning that someone should go to marriage when they are fully baked. You get me? So I'm just trying to say you should know something. You should know something. Because think
But
of
I don't
it.
know how to cook.
Honestly, it
And
doesn't
I'm
make
going
sense. You should do something. You should do something. Go and talk to mama. Go and talk to mama. Go and talk to auntie. That I need to know how to cook. Honestly,
Did you get my point?
Ivy, this has
Did you
affected.
get my point? That's how I'm speaking to the gentlemen out there. Like, not all women know how to cook. Lower your expectations of someone so that going to cook for you. You understand? So that when you reach there, you don't get super disappointed to an extent of for, getting a divorce.
But that
Because
does not limit
let me
a
first
lady
finish,
to
let me
work
first
on
finish.
themselves.
To do a divorce, you get because you don't know how to cook. Have a solution. If you don't know how to cook, what am I going to do?
So
Am I going to teach her to
let
cook?
me ask you this.
Something like that.
If you lower your expectations, does it change God's plan for marriage?
It doesn't. But marriage.
Actually,
wait.
God says I'm going to have a Chinese, and then I lower to slowly from Japan. I come slowly. I slope till Africa, till Uganda.
But if God says you will marry a Chinese, you will still marry a Chinese.
But I've lowered my expectation because the Chinese is not coming.
Okay, be adjustable.
Then
If
I
you-
lose God's plan for that.
No, if you marry, okay, you will never know whom you're going to get married to. You understand? You're not sure. Let's say you're dating, but you're not sure whether you're going to marry that person. However, you pray to God.
Okay. This is what happens. People are dating, serious dating, 7 years, 6 years, 10 years, and they don't marry. What do you think leads to that? Expectations to marriage or what? He's not fitting the expectations I need. Something like that. I don't know whether you're in a relationship or not. We have kept it private. For that. I really don't know.
This
But
thing with the
honestly,
ring.
is it a kalango or what? Let's take it.
Okay.
So honestly, I just want you to educate someone outside there. Yeah. Know why you're relating with this person. If you can lower the expectations, okay, what you based on to relate with them, let it keep you till you get married. Because let me tell you, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage.
So right now, can you date for 7 years?
If
At your age.
7 years,
At your age.
honestly, that is challenging.
At your age, can you date for 7 years?
Maybe if we've done from primary, something like that.
Now, at your age, can you date for 7 years?
So right now,
Right now.
honestly, God's plan is the best.
Oh, okay.
Yes, if I'm meant to date this person for 7 years, then I'll go with
But
that.
God tells us to be as wise as serpents and as innocent as doves. You have to be wise. You're dating that guy for 7 years.
Okay, let's think of this. He's in Japan, I'm in Uganda. I have to wait for him to come back.
For
Even
all
if it
those
takes
7
7 years.
For all those 7
Patience,
years.
excuse me.
For
Let
all
me tell you
those
something, Ivy.
Okay,
You should
okay,
tell
that
us, how
happens.
does patience work
Okay, that
in our
happens.
expectations?
No, wait. Let's say you guys have done Kuchala. Let's say you've introduced him. And then, what are you still waiting for? That guy can come and do a wedding, or you
So
can fly
what
to
is
Japan.
the longest time you can relate with someone?
It depends. Like, people can get like meet today, then in 2 weeks they get married, and that marriage lasts.
Well,
then
you
you
really-
date for 10 years.
I know.
You get married for 1 month, you break up.
No. Let me tell you, as you have said, it depends.
Expectations.
You've told me it depends. I agree. You know, there are people who have related for very long. They knew each other since childhood. and the more they have spent time with this person, they've learned to understand each other. They've learned to know who this person is. The person you've taken with me, the time you've taken with me, you know the kind of person I am. You get? So there are people who easily learn others, and there are people who take time to learn someone. So it all depends, as you said.
And the other thing, when you're dating, everyone is showing their best side. So when you're going in marriage, I'm expecting like to see like the best of you. When you reach there,
I have a question.
like first hold on.
I'm
like
holding
when you
it.
reach there, you realize, oh, Ivy can do this. You know, like what is happening? What happened to like the other,
I know.
cheerful Ivy? You understand?
Yeah.
So you have to lower your expectation. Like you have to be ready for anything in order, like for your marriage not to break up.
So a question: is it okay to date for long, or it just depends? Still?
It depends. I cannot say is it like it's okay or not. It depends. You understand? Like I told you, someone can like we can meet in a month and we get married and we last. But people date for 10 years and then they break up.
But I think, to me, the more time you spend with someone, the more you get to know them. And if you have a chance to know them very fast, it's better. Because you can't be with someone for 7 years and you fail to know the real them. Do you understand me? It is very impossible.
Like people know how to pretend so real until you get a ring on your finger. Then like okay, let me give you a scenario. There was a guy like there was a chick who was born again. She dates a Muslim guy. The guy says, okay, I'm willing to get born again for you. They go to church, they get married. Then after the girl getting a ring on the finger, the guy said, yo, you found me a Muslim, so you can go to your church and I'm getting my, Tarabusi and get back on my head. You understand?
Yeah, we're not being religious on this. We're not being religious in any way. But you realize that I come to an understanding that marriage is also an understanding. Understand me, I understand you. You'll be able to stay with me as long as you can. Because if I told you I can't be a Muslim, then it is what it is. You get? If I tell you that I can't be a born again for just the sake of marriage, then I cannot do it.
Okay, so, I'm thinking we singles, we have really like a lot of expectations in marriage. And I'm thinking we should really lower them.
Yep. Definitely. I think I agree with you for that.
Yeah, we should lower
because the more you expect, the more you get disappointed.
You expect that guy to pay for you the bills, you expect them to take you out, you expect a lot of things.
I know.
And then what are you willing to offer?
Roses daily.
Then the guy is also expecting you to know how to cook. The guy expects you like to wash for him. The guy expects also a lot from you. So if both of you don't lower your expectations, you'll be disappointed.
Maybe just a remark. Before you think of what you want to receive, think of what you can give. What can you offer? What is there? What can you put on the table also as a person? So it has been a very great discussion.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I believe Ivy, I've learned from you and you've learned from me, definitely.
True. And I've learned and I believe you've learned something. And I want to encourage you. I know you have your expectations in marriage, like before you get married, like I do, like she does. But kindly, first sit down, write them down, then you'll go, hey, but really, will he really reach these expectations? That's when you'll be able to lower them, you understand, and to maybe like to have a good marriage.
And well, as you are there, I believe you have greater ideas. Maybe you're married, you can be a teacher to other people who are not married by dropping at the bottom there your comment of how you have learned from us and how you can educate others.
And also, okay, you the ones who are married right now, you can help us the singles, because I'm sure there is someone like I shared with and she's married. She told me like about her expectations. Until when she had to lower them, that's when her marriage began to really work. So you can share with us, this is it. So like I'm sharing you my personal experience. One day I was with friends, they're a bit older than me, so I said, I'm not trying to be tribalistic, but I think it can help someone out there. Like I said, I can't really marry Amsoga or Agishu. And this person told me, girl, before you until you reach there, don't say that. Wait until you get married to your, that the person you want, and then you say, me, I could not get married to such a tribe. You get? So, you the ones who have been there or the married, talk to the singles, discuss with them about, those things. Like the way, actually, that's what helped me to lower my expectation. Like, okay, sister, you have to cool down. You understand? And lower them.
And maybe a single outside there. The best is for you.
Yeah.
The best is for you. Don't be desperate about anything. The best is yet to come. Your right partner is there, as in your better half is right there for you. So just drop that comment. It has been me, Sharon Talia, with my co-host
Sharon Ivy, of course, and of course you can find us on our YouTube channel, that's the Livestock
Yes.
Show, and on our Facebook page, the Livestock Show. Like, comment, share with your friends, and
Exactly.
Twitter handle it is Sharon Ivy, Facebook page Sharon Ivy, Instagram Sharon Ivy. You will find all the links and the Livestock Show episodes on those social media platforms. Till next time, we love you.
Yeah. And Sam, I'm Sharon Talia Nuts on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Follow me. Bless.